If Photopea is freezing, showing a generic script error, or refusing to run your actions, don't panic. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the most common fixes step by step so you can get Photopea working again fast. And if this tutorial helps you out, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick software fixes just like this. First, let's tackle the simplest and most common cause. Browser extensions. Photopea is a powerful web app, but extensions like ad blockers, script blockers, translator tools, and privacy add-ons can interfere with its runtime. A great first test is to open Photopea in Incognito mode. On Mac, press Command, Shift, and N. On Windows, press Ctrl, Shift, and N. This opens a clean browser session with most extensions disabled. If Photopea works normally there, then you've confirmed the issue is probably one of your extensions. From there, you can re-enable them one by one until you find the one causing the conflict. Next, if Photopea is still acting up, try doing a hard refresh. Sometimes a corrupted JavaScript file gets stuck in the browser cache, and that can trigger script errors or broken interface actions. On Mac, use Command, Shift, and Run. On Windows, use Ctrl and F5. This forces the browser to reload the page and fetch fresh files instead of using old cached ones. It's a simple step, but it often fixes strange app behavior immediately. Another thing that can cause script errors in Photopea is memory pressure. Photopea runs a lot of advanced operations directly in the browser, and if you have too many tabs open or you're working with very large files, the browser may run out of available WebAssembly memory. If that happens, close unnecessary tabs and browser windows before trying again. If your project contains huge smart objects or layers you no longer need to edit, rasterizing them can also reduce the load. To do that, right-click the layer and choose Rasterize. That converts the layer into a simpler format, which can make intensive operations more stable. Now let's talk about browser translation, because this one surprises a lot of people. Chrome and Edge have built-in translation features that can automatically modify the page text. That sounds helpful, but in a web app like Photopea, it can break JavaScript event listeners and cause script-related problems. If you've translated the page using the browser's built-in translator, turn that off. Instead, switch the interface language from inside Photopea itself by going to More, then Language. Using Photopea's internal language settings is much safer than letting the browser rewrite the page. Now, if your issue is not with the Photopea interface itself, but with a custom JSX or API script, the troubleshooting process is a little different. If you're running a script from File, then Script, and it throws an exception, the first thing to check is whether the script is trying to use local system paths. Web apps cannot directly access locations like // or /users/ on your computer. Instead, use public URLs, base64 data, or browser file inputs. If your script depends on a local file path, it will usually fail because Photopea simply cannot reach your device's private file system the way a desktop app can. Another common scripting mistake is using external include files incorrectly. If your JSX references another script stored on your computer, Photopea may not be able to read it dynamically. Instead, make sure any included scripts are saved into Photopea's internal storage first. You can do that through Edit, then Local Storage. Once the script is available in Photopea's environment, it can be referenced more reliably. Fonts can also cause script issues, especially if your script is trying to modify text layers. If the required font is not already active, text operations may fail or produce unexpected results. The easiest fix is to drag your OTF or TTF font files directly onto the canvas before running the script. That makes sure Photopea knows about the font before the script tries to use it. If your script is opening a file from a URL, you also need to be careful with timing. For example, if you call app.pot open on a remote file and then immediately try to run document commands on the next line, the file may not be fully loaded yet. That creates an async timing problem. In that situation, you need to let the download and open process finish before moving on to the next command. If your script is failing randomly, this is one of the first things to inspect. And speaking of inspection, the best place to get a real answer is the browser console. If Photopea throws an undefined property error or any other unhandled exception, press F12 and open the console tab. The console usually tells you exactly what broke, where it broke, and what value was missing. That information is incredibly useful because generic script errors often hide the real cause. So let's quickly recap the main fixes. Use Incognito mode to test extension conflicts. Hard refresh the page to clear bad cached files. Close extra tabs and simplify heavy layers to reduce memory problems. Turn off browser auto-translate and use Photopea's internal language options instead. For custom scripts, avoid local system paths, store includes properly, preload fonts, wait for remote files to finish opening, and always inspect the console for the exact error message. If this helped you fix Photopea, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more practical tutorials like this. It really helps the channel grow, and it lets me keep making these quick step-by-step guides for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.